And there we go. Apologies for the sudden drop-off last video, but shortly after I said I was going to do this, the game bugged out and Fraps stopped recording anyway, so I thought I'd just cut it off there and then do this sorting of these spells, and yeah, now we are back in the game, as we can plainly see. So, retracing my steps, I believe I have to look at this thing right here. This odd little thing here, which is God of the Craft. If we have a look at that, it says, "We dedicate all our crafts to June, for it is he who taught the people to bend the branches and trees to make our bows, to fashion coverings of furs and ironbark. Without June, would we have the Aravel, or the harness of Arhala?" I don't know what these mean yet. Don't know what Aravel is, or the Hala. Don't know. When the people were young, we wandered the forest without purpose. We drank from the streams and ate the berries and nuts we could find. We did not hunt, for we had no bows. We wore nothing, for we had no knowledge of spinning or needlecraft. We shivered in the cold nights and went hungry through the winters, when all the world was covered in ice and snow. Then Silaes, the Hearthkeeper, came and gave us fire and taught us how to feed it with wood. June taught us to fashion bows and arrows and knives so we could hunt. We learned to cook the flesh of the creatures we hunted over Silaes' fire, and we learned to clothe ourselves in their furs and skins, and the people were no longer cold and hungry. See, I don't really know how to pronounce this word yet. It hasn't been spoken in game. We're learning a little bit about the elves and their culture and history and gods and such. We also have this guy to speak to. There's some elf fruit there. I don't think anyone will mind me taking that. Not that I really need it, because I have a million freaking potions. Oh yes, off camera I also made some concentrated death root extract for Zevran, since he'll be able to use it as opposed to Liliana. I thought that she would use it and coat her arrows with it, but apparently can use it with missile weapons, so you shall be our poisoner, Zevran. You shall indeed. Also running a little bit slow in frame rates right now, but I'm just hoping we can ignore that as we're in camp anyway. So, I don't know why it is, but we should be okay. Hello.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Oh, you're very kind and welcoming. Although they haven't really been that suspicious, I gotta say, you know, apart from the whole, you know, we don't really like strangers coming to our camp thing, which is perfectly understandable, they've been alright so far, so I can't really say. I don't mind, I understand, I guess.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden.
Good.
But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Why?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
I smell a side quest.
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
This is true, but go on. Just making conversation. No, let's persuade.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I'm not too sure you would, because what you might go after her. I'm just saying, you could. It's you know, it's concern that is justified. Perhaps I could come. All right, let's see if actually, you know, I'll go and see him and see if I can get him to tell the truth. Let's do that one.
No.
Oh.
It would be very rude to accuse the keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know, one way or another.
All right.
If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her, alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsmen. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
Pretty callous of me to sell it, but I probably would. I'll see what I can... No, I'll see what I can do.
Since we seem to be heading into the forest anyhow, that does seem to be the right thing to do.
Sure.
You are most kind.
I should leave now.
Please, should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
Interesting they gave you that, Alistair approves, quest updated. They gave you that option to go and see the guy whose name begins with Z. Only for it to be sort of knocked down straight away, but it's nice because your character would probably think that, you know what, I just go and have a word with him, especially if you're good at persuading people. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. I guess if that wasn't there, people would ask, why don't you just go and ask the dude who's telling him this? So yeah, it's pretty sweet. Zathrin, that's it. Okay, Athras's wife, Daniela, was infected by the werewolf disease, and Zathrian says she's dead, but will not allow Athras to see her body. Athras believes that she's still alive, but has become a werewolf. You promised him you would try and find Daniela in the forest. Yeah, I'm not sure whether this is a great idea, but there's got some coloured inks there. Let's have a look at them.
And I'm off.
Okay. There's a lot of blood in this game. I'm not sure whether that's purposeful or whether it means something, but there is a hell of a lot of sort of blood thing, you know, like with when you become a Grey Warden, you've got to drink blood, you know, and there's blood magic and everything, and your blood gets corrupted by the Darkspawn. There's lots of blood in this game. When the children of people come to age, they earn the privilege of wearing a Vaseline, the blood writing, Valaslin, okay. It's not Vaseline. It sets us apart from Shemlin and from the elves who have thrown in a lot with them. Okay, who is Shemlin? It reminds us that we have that we'll never again surrender our traditions and beliefs. The ritual deserves great reverence. The one who is to gain the Valasin must prepare by meditating on the gods and the ways of our people, and by purifying the body and the skin. When the time comes, the keeper of the clan applies the blood writing. This is done in complete silence. Cries of pain are signs of weakness. Oh, I see. It's blood writing could be like cutting them, and you know. So if one cannot tolerate the pain of blood writing, they are not ready to undertake the responsibilities of an adult. The keeper may stop the ritual if they decide the one gaining the Valasin is not ready. There is no shame in this, for all children are different, and our ancestors once took centuries to come of age. So what's that got to do? Well, if it is that, then what's it got to do with the coloured inks? I'm not entirely sure. Let's go get in these things. Lovely jubbly. The landmark tent, I think, is for Bounder, so we won't be using that. And there's someone over here with a giant exclamation mark above their heads, and I really dislike the exclamation mark thing. Surely they could find a better way. This is not bloody World of Warcraft. But anyway, it has got my attention, and I will click on it. It serves its purpose, but you know, it's all, you know, realistic, all immersive, apart from the HUD, obviously. Realistic, you know, and then you have this.
Hello?
Why are you cringing? Speak up! There's no need to be afraid, yes.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
Oh, you've never seen a human before?
Oh, of course. It's just that they don't... I mean, you don't... Oh, I should start over. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
So be one and stop wishing for it. Go! Be all that you can be.
Never mind. Just go away and leave me alone.
Oh boy.
How do they move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
Why do they pack them up? Surely, unless you mean this. I don't know what you mean, Alistair. Maybe we should have another go at this guy.
I told you to leave me alone.
Yes, but I don't really... Oh, I don't know what your problem is. Come on.
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Come on.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Ah. Girl problems, huh?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Huh. Yeah, it's a tough break, kid, really. Although if she liked you, she'd like you for who you are and not what you aren't. Or something. You know, she's a fickle bitch and you should find someone better. But anyway, there must be some way I can solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Should I just go and talk to her? See if she is a, you know, cow or whatever. You know, I could do you a favor.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I'll try. I can be pretty persuasive. Have you tried going to the forest anyway? Have you tried wooing her? Wooing, I hate that word. Are there any women out there who enjoy being wooed? I'm not sure there are. So this is just saying go into the forest. I think I'm going to have a word with this woman, actually. I think I'm going to have a word with her and yeah, just see what she's like.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
Can't hurt.
Siranas. Oh, ma Siranas.
Okay.
I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Right, where is she? There she is. Right, you. I want a word.
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
I should go. I like that. Walk up to someone, say hello. They hi. Right, I'm off. Right. Questions.
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is just regular sort of stuff, not to do with the quest. Well, yeah, equipment.
Master Verathorn should have what you need. Seek him out at the forge.
Okay. So we've got the forest. This is relevant. She's willing to talk, so I'm gonna, you know, and small talk and everything, break this in gently, and then by the way, Cameron. But yeah, forest.
You would be best to speak to Seirel. He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales.
I don't want tales. I want information. I want facts, figures, statistically, scientifically approved, peer-reviewed figures and facts and stuff.
Zathrian? He has been our keeper since long before my parents' parents were born. What could you wish to know about him?
Why didn't he know the werewolves would attack?
The keeper is not a fortune teller. He could not have known any more than the rest of us.
Okay. What is a keeper, by the way?
He keeps us safe, and he keeps the knowledge of our people safe, so we may bring it to all of our people one day.
Okay. What knowledge is this exactly? Why does he get this knowledge? Oh, okay, that top one.
The ways of our ancestors, of course, from the time of our Lathan, before the human empire enslaved our people.
And where does he get all this knowledge?
From the other clans, and from the artifacts we uncover in our travels. Everywhere the old empire was, so went their slaves. Pieces of our past lie everywhere. To the Flat Ears, those who live with the humans. When we have a new homeland to settle in, we shall teach all elves the ways they have forgotten.
Alright then.
What is that?
Well, I want to know... yeah, this thing. Okay, quest.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said you were cruel, that he hates you. Said that he was lucky he would bend you so. He said he wanted to woo you. Yeah, he said that he refused to give me a hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
Yes.
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
I see. Yeah, you're more of a practical, we might starve sort of thing because he can't catch any food for us sort of state of mind. I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know why you're asking me. You're out of luck, aren't you? Oh, go on then. Help him. Just go on then. Yeah, true love and all that.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt.
It's all your fault.
Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen.
Hooray! Matchmaker, matchmaker.
Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
Hooray!
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Morrigan disapproves. Yes. Oh, good. Items received. Okay, codex updated. Alright. Tale of Lauren. Okay. In the days after the raising of Zazikul, the Dark Ones covered every corner of the land. The Archdemon drove all the nations of the world before him, Shellman and Elven alike. In the far north where the hills wander the plains and the earth is entirely baked beneath the uncaring sun, the lands which the shaman call Anderfalls, a clan of our people lived, struggling to survive the blight. Ilorin was their keeper, a hunter in his young days, crafty as any wolf, and led his people always just ahead of the Darkspawn who chased them. But the old hunter knew that even Hala could not run forever. They must turn and fight or be run down. At the foot of the Merdane, the Darkspawn cornered Ilorin's clan. That night the moon was strangled by clouds, the earth concealed by a dread mist that rose out of nowhere, so the Elven could not tell up from down. In the confusion, the Darkspawn attacked, but Ilorin had prepared for them. All around the camp, the hunters had strewn dry grass, brush, and brambles. When the sound of the rushing footfalls began, Ilorin and the other Halaran called upon the old magic. They struck out with lightning and threw the bolts. And though the bolts missed the Darkspawn, they hit the target all the same. The sea of kindling lit, and not one of the Darkspawn creatures made it through the fire to reach Ilorin's clan. So they set a big fire thing. I think I've just read this, haven't I? Have I read Ritherfang? I think I did. Keeper Zathrin. The elves fell long before they set foot here. There's an old severe elf, a little of outsiders, but his clan's faces more trying enemy than most. And win. Okay, I must have got that update a long time ago. Okay, are we good? We're good. Quest completed. That was good. They seem very happy. Marvellous. Okay. Morrigan doesn't like playing matchmaker. I am not surprised. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot else left to do here, except speak to Alora down here and maybe get some equipment.